Thank you for the opportunity to present Certara and D360 to give you an update. In the recent years, colleagues of mine have been here presenting about D360. For me, it's the first time here in Budapest. I especially like the retro gaming outfit here. Bring on more retro gaming, chiptune, that's exactly what I like. So congratulations to the design here. Okay, so D360, what is D360 and who's using it? You've heard it this morning. So D360 is a data access, retrieval, and analysis tool that's used mainly in the discovery area. So we have around 5,000 to 6,000 users worldwide, spanning large pharmaceutical organizations, biotechs, mid-sized organizations. So we have small biotechs in the Boston area with like just 10 users. And the idea of D360 is to allow the scientists to have a kind of a self-service access to the scientific data that is produced within their organization. So at the heart of this, D360 basically provides access to data that is stored in data systems that might be commercial data sources, data warehouses that have been built on top of those. Usually inventory data, chemical registration systems, of course the whole bioassay data, and all these kind of things might be spread across different data sources, or as I said, already federated into in the warehouse. So D360 connects to those data sources and provides a kind of a unified access to all of these, the data that's stored within. So it's a pure kind of a data out system in order to analyze the data. The kind of areas, of course, medicinal chemistry, it supports project teams and getting to their day-to-day project data sets they need to look on, they need to prioritize the compounds for the next cycle. But it also supports kind of an ad hoc querying, so which were the batches we made last week in that side of our company, or what did the chemist X did the last month, and these kind of questions. So a lot of people use it besides their day-to-day project work as a kind of an ad hoc querying tool, asking all kind of different questions in their data ecosystem. Yeah, medicinal chemistry, we're not usually only using that with the chemical structures. We have customers going into kind of oligo, in the oligo world, working with peptides, antibodies. In the Outlook, I will also talk about where we're going to with D360 this year. We have a small population of users that actually use D360 to analyze clinical preclinical animal studies, so nothing to do with molecules or antibodies. So there the data is purely kind of a preclinical animal data. Getting access to the data is only half of it. Obviously, you need to present the data in D360, and also we heard this morning. The workflows are very important, right? So the users have a goal in mind, so they look at their project data, they want to select some data, prioritize it, annotate it, and then move it into another workflow of kind of a synthesizing new compounds or going into kind of a virtual compound design process. So from the data presentation, we integrate with the virtual compound capabilities, chemical sketches. Here, of course, one of the first sketches that was supported here was Marvin sketch. You can send it to a structural visualization or other data analysis tools like, for example, Spotfire. We have a direct integration with Spotfire, so you can basically in real time work in the data in Spotfire and D360 side by side. And of course, you link out to all the other information pieces, ELN pages, or scientific literature. Next. Okay. So beginning of the year, we released a new version of D360 where the majority of the main focus was on the data visualization and presentation. This has been named by our steering committee as a high point of importance. So we have redone basically our visualization framework. If you see a few examples here, we also worked on the presentation of complex data. So this is, let's say, an aggregated IC50 value you see in the box on the left. Of course, you can have indeterminate data values. You could have text data where there should be numeric data. Some special business rules might kick out some numbers out of your data aggregation. And to all represent this, we've added some visualizers around aggregated data fields. And we've worked on little improvements here and there in the workflows, like in the filters, for example. So then, also in the last year, we created 2 add-on products to D360 called D360 Capture and Partner. So D360 Capture fits nicely together with the talk we heard this morning from Boehringer Ingelheim. So a big focus is on virtual compounds, idea design, capturing ideas, design hypotheses. And large organizations might have already created kind of their own tools and databases to store their and capture their designs, like the eDesign project. And so the eDesign database basically is one of the data sources which D360 connects to, for example. So we're pulling the virtual compounds out alongside with the real compounds. And for example, at the top here, you see kind of a data catalog exemplified where people can search real structures, and then there are some selectors saying, yeah, I also want to see the virtual ones, and you get them within your project data set and can work with them alongside of the real compounds with the same analysis tools, and then provide annotations, prioritizations within the project. However, small organizations might not have yet taken that step and have a full kind of a design capturing tool. So we created a capability in D360 to create virtual compounds and capture those into a separate data source. Okay, the D360 Partner is a possibility to allow external companies that you work with to access some of your in-house data that you would like to share. So it's a possibility to provide CROs or partners with some data that you restrict so they can work with it, provide feedback, and then you can incorporate that into your research workflow. So there is a special client people can use, and they connect to your in-house instance and work with your data. Okay, so what's next? So the outlook this year, the main big focus will be biologics. That is some theme that we are hearing in the industry. So we are readying D360 to work with more biological entities, analysis, and search capabilities. Okay, thank you.